Good.
Uh,
I think we are going live. So
Namaste and pranams, dear brothers and sisters, respected elders. We welcome you to the morning session of the 39th day of Being Heartful Every Day. It has been an incredible journey so far, where we have navigated through 5 qualities, and we are now on the 6th quality of the heart, namely focus. I would like to draw the attention here of all brothers and sisters towards an observation that some of us might have made. The first 4 qualities that we did related to the journey of love. And for those of us who have read Spiritual Anatomy by Revered Daji, the Global Guide of Heartfulness, we may have observed that the first 4 qualities related to the first chakra from the spiritual anatomy of the Heartfulness Way. And as we are proceeding through the next 2 qualities, the one we did last week and the one we are doing this week, it is somehow related to the second chakra. This is just an observation that we wish that we can draw your attention to, in the hope that all of us will read spiritual anatomy or be inspired to go through this wonderful book, Spiritual Anatomy. So, the quality of this week, the 6th week, is focus. And the theme for today is moving from thinking to feeling. I would like to request each one of our brothers and sisters who are joining us live or perhaps watching later to just try and see how could moving from thinking to feeling lead to an enhancement of this quality of focus. We have been conditioned to believe that focus is something that we do with the mind, and the mind thinks. So, how would moving from thinking to feeling enhance the focus that we have in our lives? An interesting question, isn't it? That is what we are going to explore through the heartful activity as well as through the inspirational reading of The Whisper from Revered Babuji and the literature that we will read later in the evening. But let's just as an interesting conversation that we can have right now, let us try and explore this concept of moving from thinking to feeling and how it can lead towards focus. And how does the practice of heartfulness meditation and the remaining 3 core practices be able to help us have a laser sharp focus in our lives? When the meditative mind, which has been sharpened through the practice of meditation, is supplemented, or rather, it is supported by the feeling heart, is it possible that when this laser sharp intellect, this sharp intellect, is put towards anything with the guidance from the heart, it would be the right, effortless focus that would develop in our lives, something that all of us long for and aspire for, isn't it? What would be the use of having a, an amazing intelligence, being a genius, if one did not know where to apply this sharp intellect and mind? It is probably like having a very sharp knife with us. This knife can do anything. It could serve in cutting vegetables, but it also could bring harm to another living being. It is there where the guidance of the heart, which acts like the rudder, giving direction to this mind, that we are able to move in day-to-day life, in our conversations, in our actions, from being led to be able to see with a meditative mind this quality of discernment, what to do, and more importantly, what not to do as well. So it is there that this synergy between the brain and the heart leads us to this wonderful quality of being able to focus on what is essential, to be able to focus on what is enabling, what is evolutionary for each of us. So let us look at what we are going to practice through the day today. During the day today, let us consciously shift our attention from our thoughts to our feelings. Whenever we find ourselves in a situation that is important to us, or in a conversation which is significant, let us at that time take that brief pause to connect to the heart, to the center, and bring ourselves in a state of centeredness and balance, and sense into the feeling that is arising in the heart. This feeling about the situation or conversation is like an intuition. Once we have sensed into that feeling, we will be able to see and practice transcending the logical mind and intellect to be in that space of the heart and be connected to the real essence of the situation and the conversation. So what we can do is we can try to transcend the logical mind and intellect to absorb the essence which has been bestowed upon us during the meditation, which is what we will practice shortly. And just if it is something new to each of us, we could just leave ourselves to be open to the unknown. This becoming alert to any inspiration that we might feel is arising from the heart requires an awareness. And let us set an intention for ourselves that we will be open and aware to any inspiration which arises from the heart, and this sense of alertness, like Revered Daji often says, that during meditation and after that, our attitude should be like that of a cat waiting for a mouse. With that sense of alertness, and awareness, let us try and see what inspirations arise from within. And this wonderful, wonderful, open attitude of being guided from the heart and not from the mind throughout the day is what will serve us in bringing focus into our lives. So we will just revise this. Let us keep our attention on our feelings throughout the day when we are in a situation or a conversation. And we will let this attention towards the heart arise from that momentary pause to connect and center ourselves. As we meditate in the next few minutes, after the meditation and when we are practicing the AEIOU, at that point of time, let us just leave our mind to one side and absorb the essence of meditation in the heart, being alert towards any inspiration and being guided from the heart through the day are going to be our adventure for today, the inner adventure. So, with this, let us now delve into the inspiration that awaits us from beloved Babuji Maharaj, the founder guide of Heartfulness. Let us prepare ourselves to read this inspiration, which comes to us more at a vibrational level than at the level of the words that we read. This is an opportunity to move again from thinking to feeling. So let us prepare ourselves. Let us connect to the heart. Let us connect to the source of love within the heart. With the prayerful feeling of a request within the heart to be able to be open and fully receive this inspiration from revered Babuji Maharaj. Let us now prepare to receive the inspiration. Whispers from the brighter world, beloved Master, revered Babuji Maharaj. Friday, July 6th, 2001, 10 a.m. Be able to make a clean sweep inside yourself. Forget your knowledge, that which influences your daily life. Be truly surrendered to the spiritual work that must take place in you. Human knowledge-related criteria cannot enlighten you on the intense and important aspects you are experiencing in your heart. Regarding your evolution, pay attention to what you are feeling without trying to analyze it against obsolete rules. We insist on this point to enable you to simplify your process. Forget the complicated theories of all that you may have read or learned during your lifetime and which does not fit into this context. Approach your sadhana with a heart divested of any intellectual views. Be open to novelty while advancing in the labyrinth of this knowledge, serenely, trustful like a child, and guided on an unknown path, the richness of which will surprise you. Get rid of what is unnecessary, superfluous. True wisdom requires this price. Be open to divine inspiration. It is hard to reconcile with a path heavily obstructed with false ideas and inappropriate principles. Remain vigilant on this point. Babuji Maharaj. I read a few lines again. Approach your sadhana with a heart divested of all intellectual views. Be open to novelty while advancing on in this labyrinth of knowledge, serenely, trustful like a child, and guided on an unknown path, the richness of which will surprise you. Get rid of what is unnecessary, superfluous. True wisdom requires this price. Let us take this moment to fully absorb the essence of this inspiration from Revered Babuji Maharaj. Let us pray and offer this suggestion that as we move into the meditation, may we absorb this essence fully during the meditation and allow it to lead us as we go through the day and our life. With this, we move into meditation, retaining this prayerful state within the heart. Let us go deep within the source of divine light and love that is already present within the heart. We are drawn deeper into this source of the light. With prayerful reverence, let us now meditate together. remaining in the condition of the heart. Let us slowly become aware of this condition at all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Let us enliven this condition now, feeling it deeply with gratitude. This condition is now being absorbed and imbibed into every cell of our body. The whole subtle being is imbibing and absorbing this condition. This condition is now expanding outwards, becoming absorbed and imbibed into every particle of our surroundings. Expanding to the whole world. Everything in the surroundings is absorbing the condition. There is now oneness inside and out. We are now dissolving into the condition, and only the condition remains. Let us offer a prayerful intention. Throughout the day today, whatever we say, think, or do, may it emanate from this condition. May we be more and more connected to the heart. May we be guided by the heart and the inspirations from the heart. Let us set an intention that we will be able to do this during the course of the day. Let us now open our eyes and make a note in our diaries of this experience of the meditation. We may also note down any specific guidance that we may have received. The journey of the heart is truly an inner adventure. As we move through these practices of heartfulness meditation, and as we remain connected to the condition that has been acquired in the morning meditation, we find that slowly our consciousness expands. And with an expanded consciousness, focus becomes effortless as we move from thinking to feeling. We encourage our new brothers and sisters and friends who are joining us through the program to explore these concepts more through the reading of the literature that we do every evening at 8:50 p.m. We can also refer to Revered Daji's books, The Heartfulness Way, Designing Destiny, and Spiritual Anatomy. Have a wonderful and heartful day, moving from thinking to feeling and remaining connected with this beautiful inner condition. Namaste.